Creating a new you can be difficult, but it's something that's doable. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrix, and this episode is called Steps to Creating a New You on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Did you know that there are success patterns to help you receive more, to help you live a better and extraordinary life? Well, I'm Jimi Hendrix. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm a success, confidence, and thrive coach. And if you come with me, I will give you these success patterns. Let's go. Okay, guys. I'm coming up with these steps the best way I can. But basically, it's been from asking around and from observations. Okay? So, I want you to get ready because these 6 steps are power-packed. I think the last 3, from 4 to 6, might be some bigger steps. Number 1, analyze your situation. And do this briefly, okay? This is where making an informed choice is. This is where you make a decision, well, okay, I need to reinvent myself, okay? We all know what we've been going through, with COVID and all these changes in our lives, even independent of COVID. It could be as much as a change of congregation or a family moves away, or a loved one dies or something. And we need to reinvent ourselves. Maybe it's something as simple as maybe a midlife crisis. We need to reinvent ourselves. So here we go. Here we go. If you're ready to deal with these steps, you assess your situation. Know in your heart of hearts that you need to reinvent yourself. Okay, that's the first step. Number 2, create a goal-setting plan. Okay, and this is something I need to do. Sit down and assess where you want to be a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Think about that. That way you can have a life with no regrets. You create a goals plan and be specific. Okay? You can't just write down, well, I want to be more wealthy. Or I want to be more thinner. No. Measurable goals. Like for me, I don't know, losing 60 to 80 pounds. And this is just, it's far-fetched, but it's worth it. A net worth of $31 million. Measurable goals. Okay, like Jim Rohn says, no goal is worthwhile unless it's measurable. If it's quantifiable. Okay? So that's number 2. Number 3 is where you need to create an accountability group, a mastermind group, if you will, whatever it takes. Accountability, mastermind, people that can mentor you and help you in this time. That's a part. That's a big thing right there. And you need to see this, okay? You need to see this. Let's camp out here with accountability and mastermind. Back in the mid to late 1990s, we'll just say 1996 and 1998, I was involved in a network marketing business. I was dating, engaged, and married to my ex-wife. And I thought everything was being well. Mentors at the time, Elias and Valerie Grace, Kelly, Bruce McGraw, were trying to teach me about how to be accountable and to be teachable. And it wasn't always easy. I wanted to be accountable. But sometimes you hit this brick wall analysis paralysis, and also personality freeze, where maybe you feel like you're not worthy of anybody holding you accountable. Let me tell you something right now. If you are willing to reinvent yourself, you're worthy. So hold yourself accountable and find someone to hold you accountable. Okay, that's a non-negotiable. That's a non-negotiable factor here. You need to be able to have that accountability. Okay, that's the baseline. That's the baseline, whether you want to see it or not. Because I'll tell you something. What caused my business to flop, what caused my marriage to flop in 98 and 99 was that I didn't latch on to anybody to hold me accountable for my behavior. I know when it came to my marriage, my friend Brad tried. Oh no. Lord knows he tried. It just didn't work out. And see, step three is somewhere where you can really get stuck. But don't get stuck. Find some good mentors who've been where you want to be. And have them hold you accountable, okay? Now, I'm going to say this with all my heart, okay? There's a difference between a mentor and a coach. A coach you pay to help you whether you succeed. Mentors, I believe, are unpaid, okay? I get this from a accredited speaker who I've admired from afar named Daniel Lamont, and I believe that with all my heart. Okay, now, that being said, everybody has a struggle. But everybody has a reason to make it through. Now, these last few minutes, I'm going to talk to you about steps 4 through 6. Number 4, develop a plan of action. You say, what? Well, yeah, if you're agreeing to hold yourself accountable, and you know that you can reinvent yourself, you need to develop a plan of action. You need to develop a plan of action, okay? That's just nuts and bolts. Reinventing yourself. I'm preaching to myself as much as I am anybody else around here. We've all been hit by COVID. We've all been hit by some massive changes in our lives, you know? Change of church congregation, family moving away, you know? Losing a loved one, whatever it is, change of job, whatever it is. And you want to reinvent yourself and you're desperate. I get it. Develop a plan of action. Once you have assessed the situation, developed your goals, blueprint, and found somebody or a group of people to hold you accountable, you need to develop a plan of action. And that plan, you need to stick with it. Stick with it. And have the mentors and or coaches that are willing to take you there. If you're willing to step in and do some of the legwork, some legwork for them equals some legwork for you, which means equals some benefit for you. Okay? So, develop a plan of action. You need to do that. Every piece of motivational material I've seen in personal and professional development say that. But some of us look at it, eyes glazed over, we're like, duh, we can get stuck on that one. But let's don't, okay? Let's develop a plan of action to make changes. You develop a plan of action to make changes, and there you go. You've had it. You're well on your way. Okay? Number 5, okay? This is get you over the hump. Number 5 is this. Evaluate your actions. This is once again where steps 5 and 3 cross together. You're executing them. You got your plan of action going. You're evaluating. You're doing well. You're doing well. You avoid analysis paralysis, though. In doing this, you avoid analysis paralysis. Because if you stay stuck in plan number 4 and you're not evaluating or going forward, then you're not reinventing yourself. You are not reinventing yourself. Okay? So that's the thing. That's the thing you need to know. And number six. Act afraid. You know, we wouldn't have a military if we weren't afraid. We're afraid and we do it anyway. That's the thing. Afraid and also don't feel like it. Dr. Deltoro McNeil, he says this. He says, the world is ran by people who don't feel like it. But they do it anyway. They do it anyway. So there you go. You have the 6-foot plan. Analyze your situation, which make informed choices. Develop a clear goals plan. Create an accountability system. Then you develop a plan of action. You evaluate your assessment, and then you act with fear. Act afraid. Now, I hope you enjoyed listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of the citizenry of Pattern Realm. This is Jimi Hendrix saying, until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others don't so you can have what others can't. Choose active pursue happiness. Next time we will deal with the laws of success with Jim Rohn. God bless you guys.